Yo, what's up guys? Got pokeaim here with Sub Hub episode 4. Now this time we are taking on the OU tier. The next Sub Hub will be NU, so we'll be going all the way down to the NU tier. NU consists of anything that is NU and PU. So anything NU and below can be used in the next Sub Hub live. PU is just a made up tier. PU is just NU. It's the NU of the NU. So you guys can use anything, submit anything. You can either do it down below in the description or in the Sub Hub website, which is also down below. No, well, you can't submit your sets down below in the description. Only I have access to that unless you hack me. But please don't do that. You can submit them to the Sub Hub website or down below. It's a lot easier for me to import them from the Sub Hub website. Of course, you know, give your little nicknames for that. But before we actually go over the first team, I'm gonna say, well, I want to give a shout out to the people that actually submitted fan art throughout the week. So Kingdra drew this this picture of Fabio. I very much like it. Thank you for that. Fabio does indeed rule with his luscious hair. Sammy drew this. Let me just adjust it. Drop a Draco with a DJing Latios. That is really cool. Not even gonna lie. So Lizzie or Lizette drew a baby version. Oh, excuse me. You didn't submit anything, Tab. A baby version of Fabio, which I very much like. Really nice right before his hair grows and he mega evolves. Bo Jones from Free Pot Shots, I believe, on DeviantArt submitted this cool I'm tired Fabio. I wonder who says that. And last but not least, Lady Kubu 59 submitted this cool drawing of Fabio. So I had a lot of Fabios. I really love it. I love the support. I love the fan art. It still blows my mind every single time that someone is, one, so talented to draw, and two, that they would take the time out of their day to draw something for me. It's amazing. Anyway, the first team we're going to be using, I called it, well, shout out to Scoot for the name. Scoot actually helped me out. It's a synopsis, or a play on words. It says synopsis, Sinnoh. The reason is it has Torterra, Infernape, Empoleon, and Staraptor, all of which you can get within the first route of Sinnoh. Of course, you know, you can only pick one of these. But the team is a Life Orb, Dual Dance, Torterra that, unfortunately, the guy didn't really put his name. He put I ran out of names. So that Torterra, Jolly, Blaze Latias submitted this Life Orb Infernape with Close Combat, Fire Blast, Gunk Shot, and Grass Knot. Wild version, couple of that wild version, submitted the Staraptor, Choice Scarf, Brave Double Edge, Close Combat, U-Turn. My boy Scoot submitted this Sub Agility, Pataya Berry, and Empoleon. This Metagross has a question mark in his name, but it's pretty cool because it has Stealth Rock as well as Pursuit, which is something I wanted, because with these four I was like, damn, I'm just gonna lose the Talonflame and a Lottie. So pick this Metagross. It's a Pursuit Trapper, Stealth Rocker, and then Lil G17 submitted this Sub Pain Split Rotom Wash. Pretty interesting. It's definitely a twist on the standard defensive Rotom where you would put Will-O-Wisp as Sub Pain Split, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna look for a battle, guys. I will. Blaze Latias has more than 4 moves. Am I blind? You don't look like you have more than 4 moves, bruh. Alright. Hello? Hope. Okay. Let's look for a game. I don't understand. Alright guys, we'll be right back. Alright, so we have finally, and I mean finally, oh man, Scoot's name got messed up. Finally found a battle. Now, man, why did Scoot's name get messed up? Wasn't this HP Ice Infernape? I forgot. But, how do I not lose why did I just lose to Charizard? You know what? That's something I went into this team knowing that might happen. I think Dual Dance, Torterra, even a Rock Polish, just Rock Polishing up might be able to do some work if I can weaken Thundurus as well as Garchomp. And I could probably set up on his Superior, maybe? Who knows? We'll go for that. I just want to lead off with my Rotom because I want to weaken his Garchomp, which I'm expecting to be his lead since it can get up Stealth Rock, and I have really nothing for that. So gonna go right for the Hydro Pump right here, as he allows me to connect with him. Now that's definitely defensive chomp, so I'm actually gonna go for Sub. If he has Toxic, that's unfortunate. If he goes for Dragon Tail, I do not think he can actually break my Sub because I'm max defense. So we'll see. Nope. Ah, nice. Sub Split Rotom coming through. I'm just going to go right for the Hydro Pump right here, as my opponent is going to go out to Superior. And unfortunately, I do miss, so I'm just going to go right for Volt Switch. That That's unfortunate, man. Just getting off any damage on this thing would have been nice. Definitely, but I can still get out of there with the Volt Switch as he hits me with the Leaf Storm. Let's see if he is actually Life Orb. Yes, he is. So, we now know that he is Life Orb, and I believe my Metagross can survive this. I really just want to hit him with a Meteor Mash right now. I don't want to... I know I can survive a +2 HP Fire with my boosts, and I just want to knock out the Serperior. I don't want to go out into my my Staraptor because I don't want to take the Stealth Rock damage. So, thankfully, I do connect with that as I barely miss out on the KO. Hello? So, I'm going to have to go out into... I didn't think that would actually fail to KO, but I'm going to go right for my Stealth Rock just in case he missed. That's really unfortunate. Wow. I do not have any priority on this team either, so I have to go out into my Staraptor and just go for U-turn. If he goes out to Garchomp, I can just go right out into my Rotom anyway and sub up once again, or even predict his Serperior to want to come out. But yep, Garchomp is his play of choice. That was probably his best play right there, as I can go right out into my Rotom, and I believe just click Hydro Pump. I do not want him going out into Serperior and having Giga Drain, because then it'll be the exact same thing all over again. So I'm gonna click Hydro Pump right here. I'm expecting him to go out to Serperior, honestly, or he can try and actually if I kill Serperior, Rotom can potentially win, but the thing is, I'm gonna lose to Charizard. So I'm gonna hit up this Hydro Pump as he actually ends up going out into his Thundurus. Really nice, doing roughly 50%. He cannot touch me actually, so I'm actually going to go for sub, as Thunderbolt does not do enough. And the point of this was that I gain his HP, that way I can knock him out with the next Hydro Pump, though in hindsight, I mean, I'm going to be able to knock him out. I already know that, but I'll be able to get off this Pain Split right here. I guess if he sees it coming, he could go Serperior, which would be pretty annoying, honestly, but I can knock it out with Hydro Pump after maybe potential Giga Drain recovery or anything like that. We'll see though what my opponent wants to do. This team really has a Charizard weakness. So I guess Empoleon maybe can... Yeah, I can survive his next Thunderbolt, and I can definitely knock him out with the Hydro Pump, but at the same time, I'd be so low is the issue. And I don't survive it, so that's really unfortunate for me. I'm going to go out into my Infernape, and I believe I'm just going to go right for the Fire Blast, that way I can knock him out. I could also go for the Gunk Shot if I wanted to. Gunk Shot would probably also knock him out, but Fire Blast is my best play, as that Thunderbolt does a hell of a lot. Thankfully, I do connect, though. Blaze boosted, easily going to be able to knock him out. So, now, you got to see some things. I'm going to go out to Empoleon, and I believe I got to try and Agility up. Depends what type of Starmie he is. He could very well... he's definitely offensive Starmie. What else would he be? I don't think anything else would honestly make sense. I think Empoleon can potentially win, though, as he goes Azu. And I can just go for sub right here, I believe. Yeah, I will be able to outspeed. If he goes for Superpower, that's great. He goes for Knockoff. Do I go for game with my... I think I gotta try and go for game with my... But I doubt that Life Orb, maybe Life Orb will be able to knock him out. I'm just gonna go for Flash Cannon, get off as much damage as possible, as he's gonna be able to knock me out with that. Definitely Choice Banded, definitely Choice Banded. So I'm gonna go out to my Torterra, and I have to try and Rock Polish up and sweep him. So we'll see how that actually goes. I'm gonna attempt to Rock Polish up. If he knocks me off, unfortunate. I'm expecting him to want to sack either Serperior or maybe Garchomp, and I think it all depends on if I can knock him out with anything from there. But I'm gonna go for the SD. I was anticipating him to switch. That was the only play I could make. I honestly saw no other play that I can make. But yeah, because like I had to try and force him to switch out. But I definitely got wrecked in this first game. Don't matter though. The teams get better. Teams definitely get better. It's an unfortunate way to end it. I don't even know why. Well, I guess it didn't. His best play was switching out anyway into Garchomp. So I'm gonna be able to knock that thing out, and that's gonna go down to that. So that's gonna be a game. Let's look for another game. I'm honestly expecting this team to go 0-2, but you know what? It's okay. It's definitely okay. Go to my Rotom. I'm expecting him to lead off with his Scarm. I'm guessing it's Custap lead Scarm. And what I can do is just go right for Volt Switch, as he is going to go right for the Stealth Rock. Now can I do to prevent this? It's so obvious that, I mean, like, he's definitely going to taunt me, but I believe I want to try and go for agility anyway. Then again, he can't knock me out, so I'm just going to go right for the flash cannon. As I'm expecting him to taunt, predicting my defog anyway, so I'm able to knock him out with the flash cannon right there. Was my most accurate move. It also tries to scare his Kyurem, as Crawdon is going to come out, and Crawdon is an issue. Ooh, definitely an issue. They call me no switching, so I'm going to go right on to my Torterras. I'm more than likely going to die to whatever attack he wants to go for, as he actually ends up going for SD, so that's perfect. I can just go right for Wood Hammer, knock him out. I am max speed. I ran out of names. Good thing you didn't run out of speed. That was so corny. But I'm able to knock out the Crawdon, as Gengar is going to come out, and I'm definitely just going to go right for the Wood Hammer right here. As he's going to go for Sludge Wave. What item are you running? I want to go for... Are you Scarf, Gengar? Like, Scarf Spin Blocker? I'm going to go for Pursuit right here. Just to see. Yep, he was. Nice. So, we're able to knock out the Gengar, and Metagross can actually win this game at this point, I believe. He doesn't have anything for, honestly, anything. Yeah, Meteor Mash is fine right here. I can definitely survive an Earth Power, even a Life Orb. I am Spadef, or I have some special defense investment. Unfortunately, I missed, but I believe Infernape, unless Infernape misses everything, I should be good to go. So, gonna attempt to go for my Stealth Rock right there. Didn't really matter, as I can go right out into my Infernape and click Close Combat, knocking out Blaze Latias. Ooh, we might actually be able to win this, guys. I mean, even if this thing doesn't knock it out, I still do have Staraptor just to click Brave Bird and win the game. So, he's gonna switch out into his Gardevoir on the Close Combat, and if Gunk Shot misses, I can lose. Potentially. You know what? We don't miss around here, friends. We don't miss. Nice. So thankfully I do connect, as I'm able to knock out the as I'm able to knock out that threat, and I can just go right out into my I can just go right for Fire Blast right here. Connects with the Celebi, knocks it out, and Blaze Latias coming through, as we're able to get a kill with that. Okay, you know what? I'll take one win, one loss, even though the loss was pitiful or horrible. But the next team we got is watch out for Gators. Now, the first Pokemon we have on this team is Mega Alakazam, submitted by BSU. If that's pronounced any other way, I'm completely sorry. But it has HP Fire and Dazzling Gleam. No focus last week, trying to miss. Shout out to CTC. Janitor, the Agility Swords Dance for Alligator. Pretty cool. Definitely weaken everything with these Pokemon, and then Agility up and try and sweep. Temper Lucas, the guy who actually created the Sub-Hub site, so thank you so much for that. Submitted this Tank Chomp set, definitely needed on this team for Stealth Rock, as well as a physical wall, just to take hits from Landorus, Lopunny, and things like that. Mike P submitted this Metal Sound Thunder Waving Klefki, let me not lose to Weavile, and it also, I think Thunder Wave Metal Sound Flash Cannon is really cool. I can weaken anything trying to boost. Chris Eon submitted this Draco Meteor Psycho Shift Latios. Pretty cool because you switch it in on, I said pretty cool like 400 times, but I mean, there's all cool sets, that's why I use them. You switch it in on Rotom, they burn you, and you Psycho Shift the Bisharp or Steel type that's trying to come in, or Fairy type even, Barclefable of course, and this also helps me out versus Clefable. And then Monster Point, this Choice Bandit right here, gives me something for birds like Talonflame, which kind of sicks on my team, or put pressure on my Garchomp, as well as Fire Punch, and just Solid Rock in general. This thing eats hits, so we're gonna look for a game, and we'll find one right away. Nice. So my opponent has a very, very, very scary team. What I want to lead off with, unfortunately, that Brandon will give me an issue. How do I win this game? I think Mega Alakazam can honestly sweep. He doesn't have any priority bar, this Brandon. I have HP Fire for the Ferrothorn, so once I get up some hazards, I should be good to go. I'm actually going to lead off with my, I wish this thing had Magnet Rise, but I'm going to lead off with my Klefki because I want to try and get hazards right away, but he ends up leading off with his Garchomp. This is, might actually be Scarf, so I don't really have a switch in. I'm going to switch out into my Latios. Hopefully this works out for me. As he Earthquakes right there. Nice, nice, nice. And I'm actually going to pull a double into my Rhyperior, anticipating him to, sorry to put the timer, anticipating him to want to go out to Ferrothorn so I can Fire Punch that thing. As he Dragon Claws, I guess he is Focus Sash. That hurts. So Gonna go right back out into Latios. If he wants to Dragon Claw again, then I lost a Pokemon. I'm gonna lose 2 Pokemon anyway if he does that. So goes for Earthquake. I'm okay. You know what? I'm just gonna drop a Draco on this thing because I don't think a Life or I don't think. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a Draco as he is Focus Sash. So that's why you would stay in right there. And what I can do is just go right out into my Mega Alakazam, Mega Evolve. I mean, I prevented his rocks. Focus Sash Garchomp usually runs rocks, so I think that spikes Ferrothorn. But I can go right out into my Mega Alakazam and click Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball will do enough damage, I believe. It also could get a Spadef drop on his Ferrothorn to the point where I can knock him out with HP Fire. So I'm just going to Mega Evolve. And once I get rid of Ferrothorn, I actually clean and get a little bit of damage off from Breloom. Assuming it is Focus Sash, I actually clean sweep him with my... Wow, Gengar, perfect. I don't know why he went up to Gengar, and he even gave me Levitate, which is cool. So, able to knock out the Gengar right there. Maybe he was anticipating HP Ice and he was Scarf. I don't know. But, I am completely fine with that. Latios is going to come out. It's probably just going to drop a Draco on me. I'm going to go out to my Klefki and get up a Spike. I don't care if he goes back out. I don't care if he goes back on the Garchomp because this Spike is going to be better for me in general. Actually, it might be better just to go for... Flash Cannon predicting his Garchomp that way as he actually ends up going Ferrothorn, so that's fine as I'm able to hit the Ferrothorn with a bit of damage. It's not running leftovers, so I'm gonna get up the Spike right here, killing his Garchomp upon switching as he is gonna go for Leech Seed right there. So Garchomp is dead. Really nice. I'm actually gonna pull the switch out into my Rhyperior now because the only thing I need it for is to kill this Ferrothorn, and if he kills me, so be it. I have my own Garchomp to go into, so able to bring out my Rhyperior on this Spike. And I don't care what comes in. I'm going to hit something with a Choice Band and Fire Punch. Knock out Breloom. Knocks out his... he actually sacks his Ferrothorn. So now I just win with Agility from my... at this point I just win with Agility from my Feraligatr. So able to knock out the Ferrothorn, which is... And Garchomp is down to Spike. So Breloom's going to come out. What I'm going to do is just hit this thing with a Fire Punch. If he puts me to sleep, he puts me to sleep. If he does not... believe it is game. I mean, Alakazam can sweep as well, but he does try and put me to sleep, or does put me to sleep rather. As I'm going to go out into my Garchomp right here because Garchomp can take this thing on. I do have a Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, Physically Defensive. He pulls a switch out into the Diancie. I do not mind that at all because well, I can Earthquake on the first. Attack, if anything. He doesn't even have Protect apparently, so I'm going to be able to go for Earthquake right here as he sacks his Garchomp, which is completely fine. And what I'm actually going to do is sack my Garchomp to his Latios because I want to get up the Agility with my Feraligatr and Sweep. So I'll just sack my Garchomp right here, get him my Stealth Rock. If he drops a Draco, then I am gone, and I'm going to be able to win with my Gator at this point. I think he specs. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to go out to my Feraligatr and go right for Agility and hopefully win. If he specs, this is going to do a hell of a lot, but he still lose a Pokemon, and it'll be a crucial Pokemon for my Alakazam just to win. So he switches out into his Diancie as I am able to Agility up, and that will allow me to outspeed everything bar, I think even a Scarf Latios I can outspeed, 255, 510, no, we speed tie. Yeah, we speed tie, something like that. Unless it's 512, but I'm going to be able to knock him out with the Waterfall right here. As everything else would just go down. Ooh, Janitor's cleaning up. Not even bad, bro. Getting to work in that pay. Brief it. If he was Scarf Latios, he outsped me, I believe. Yeah, 255 isn't enough. What is that? Latios is like 525 or something like that. But I'm able to knock this thing out with the Ice Punch, and then Latios is gonna come out, and I can knock that thing out with the Ice Punch too. Not even bad, man. Not even bad. Now you just forfeit. So we're going to find another game. I think the OU lives are a lot faster than the other ones, so this might not even be an hour. Who knows, though? Who knows? I do have 2 more teams to get through as well as the other game for this team. So I'm going to pause until we find one, guys. Nope. So Mega Alakazam can actually sweep my opponent's team if I can get rid of his Bisharp, which is something I will do my best to do. I'm going to lead off with my Garchomp because if he leads off with Rotom, I can switch directly into my... Lottie, but he actually ends up leading off with his Heat Rain. I'm going to go right for Earthquake. I do not care. I don't want to set up my own Stealth Rock and have him try and set up his. I'd rather try and kill him. And if he switches on to Rotom, that is completely fine. I do have my Latios anyway, so it wouldn't even matter. And if I can get rid of Heat Rain, that opens up a door for Yep, see, so he probably tried to go for Stealth Rock, expecting my Stealth Rock, which is why I didn't want to go for Stealth Rock right there. And that Heatran is gone, so that's one less switch into my Lottie. So now it's closer and closer to him potentially going out to Bisharp on my Lottie. As he goes Venusaur right here, so I believe we're just going to exchange rocks. Or I'm going to get out my rocks. We're not exchanging. I killed his Heatran, so able to get my rocks right here. As he is going to go for Giga Drain. That does absolutely nothing, and let's force him around. So I'm going to go right for the Dragon Tails. He actually went for Earthquake. I was debating going Clefty, so that's not even a bad play. As I force him out into Landers. We get to see what item he is running. Oh. This is hard because I kind of want to go out into my Latios, but his best play is knocking off an Earthquaking, so I'm going to go out into my Latios anyway. As he goes for the U-turn. I didn't expect him to U-turn because it would have taken like 400%, but teach their own. As Rotom, what? Huh? Why? I'm gonna roost. I don't know what type of Rotom you are, but oh wow, he's Scarf Rotom. Okay, that is good to know. Go right on to my Alakazam and just hit him up with a Psychic. That'll do a hell of a lot. I can also survive one. I can survive one Hydro Pump. And I believe this will do enough to where it knocks him out with Stealth Rock. Perfect. Okay, so need to save this Pokemon. Don't feel like Rhyperior does anything in this game. He's kind of set to sweep with Feraligatr. So what I do is I'll sack my Rhyperior right here. The Rhyperior would have been nice versus his Klefki. I do have the Metal Sounding thing. And I'll be able to go out to my Gator and well, I do need to go for Agility. I gotta go for Agility right here because I don't need his Landers coming in after that. So I'm able to hit go for the Agility right here, and I'll just go right for the Ice Punch and knock him out. It also hits his Venusaur if he tried to go out to that, which I was fine versus as well. And at this point, he is gonna bring out that Venusaur, and I'm gonna have to spike up versus this thing. Klefki's looking like an issue though. I mean, Clefable as well as Bisharp are looking like issues, but goes for Synthesis. I'm gonna Thunder Wave him. I have to. What other play do I have right there? As that does way too much damage. Holy crap. And what I'm gonna do is just try and spike up versus this thing. Get up some spikes for that Bisharp. That way I put him in range of HP Fire. I don't think I will be able to do that anyway. Landers is looking like it's gonna sweep me. Probably shouldn't have stayed in with my Latios, but how would I know? Is he Scarf Landers plus Scarf Lottie? Like, I don't know. But I'm able to get up that spike, which will be helpful because also if I can get some paras on him with my Feraligatr, I can win this game. But now it's deciding, what do I want to sack? I think I have to sack the keys. Yep, gotta sack the keys right here. As he's able to knock me out with the Earthquake. And what do I do? Well, I gotta go out to Garchomp. It's looking like I'm gonna lose to Bisharp, so Lottie, I definitely should save. I already knew I was weak to Landers in general, but I'm able to hit him with the Dragon Tail, which is nice. Not going to be enough, though, as Clefable is going to come out. It's actually unaware Clefable, so that's always cool. Be able to hit that thing with an Earthquake. It's not going to do much at all, as he is going to Wish up. Surprised he actually wished when he could have, well, I guess it didn't make a difference, but he could have just Moonblasted and killed me because he's not going to be hit enough anyway. But I can now go right out into my, I guess I have to try and win with, some flinches. I don't even think it's going to work out the way I want it to. The second outplay, yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see if I can outplay. But I'm going to go right for Psychic right here. It's not going to be enough to knock him out, as he is going to go for the Moonblast and knock me out. And now my best bet is going out to, I have to Agility up, my bad. I have to Agility up. And then I have to hope that I have to outplay every single one of Bisharp's attacks, and Mega Venusaur does have to get paralyzed. So, Ice Punch would definitely knock this thing out, but I'm going to go for Waterfall anyway, as I'm able to knock out the Clefable. And Venusaur is definitely his best bet. I have to hope he gets paralyzed. It's my only play. It actually is my only play. I have no other play that I can do. As Venusaur is going to come out, and I have to try and SD up on his paralysis. Or actually flinching. You know what? Let's go for Waterfall flinches. As he's able to knock me out. That's going to be a good game. See, a good game, dude. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I definitely misplayed versus the Landers. I already knew that was a big threat to my team. My only Pokemon to dodge Earthquake was was Latios, so that's my mistake. But the third team we have, what did I call it? Sunny Day in the Sahara might need a... Alright, so we got Let's Go Shuckles, the T-Spiking Dragalge, with Black Sludge, Ryukira, the Mega Charizard Y, modest with HP Ice, which is really cool because it has a nice chance to knock out Tank Garchomp, which is really nice for Excadrill. The Lord, Assault Vest, max HP Weavile, which can eat up Dracos for days and go for pursuits and knockoffs. Steve submitted this SD Life Orb, Chlorophyll Venusaur. I thought that would be really cool to pair with this. They Call Me the King submitted this Leftovers, Pursuit, Tyranitar, Fire Blast, Stone Edge, Pursuit, and Stealth Rock. So it might not be the Pursuit though because we have Pursuit on this. And Guaca, the Sand Rush Excadrill with Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Rock Slide, and Iron Head. So it's really fun. I feel like I'm playing Hita Fajita by myself, but I just don't call it Hita Fajita. But we found a game, and my opponent does have a Defogger and Togekiss, but I can also get a Toxic Spike. So. And wow, my fighting resist consists of 0. Why does Medicham just destroy me? Holy crap. I'm gonna lead off with T-Tar because at least I can get the sand and hopefully force him to miss High Jump Kick. Really nice if he actually missed High Jump Kick because he actually leads off. Why does he have 2 fighting types, man? And the thing is, this can destroy him, but then again, Sand Rush Venusaur can destroy him as well. If I can get rid of Togekiss. Yeah, Togekiss. So I'm just going to go right for my Stealth Rock as he is going to fake out. Or Drain Punch. Why do you have Drain Punch? No, go for High Jump Kick and miss. Sigh. CB sigh. But I'm going to have to go out into my Excadrill now. And I either have to double predicting his... No, there's no point. There's no point in doubling. I have to go for Iron Head right here. Do enough to him. Maybe even get a flinch. I had to go for Iron Head because I needed him to... Why is he back at full? I needed him if he went Landorus. His best play was going Landorus. I don't think staying in was his best play. Especially because this thing is... Well, who am I to say anything, right? He's destroying me. Good thing I see no fire resist, so I'm going to go right on to Zard. I could have went out to Weavile, but I can't knock him out because I have no investment. I have to hope you're not a T-punching Jolly variant. I don't know, but I'm going to Mega Evolve right here and just go right for Fire Blast. If he goes out to Landorus, that is really, really nice because that is one thing that stops my my Venusaur. I really don't think he should have stayed in with Medicham. Obviously, that's a bit biased because it worked out for him. But yeah, I really disagree with that because he had a full HP Landorus. I guess it could be Scarf, but then again, Scarf Landorus doesn't do that much. Anything, it's Weavile fodder. So if I can get rid of his fighting types, my Weavile can actually destroy his team. His fire resist consists of Assault Vest, Conkeldurr, and Landorus T. So obviously that's sarcasm. So I'm gonna go right for the Fire Blast right here. I can definitely Oko his Medicham and 2KO the Conkeldurr, assuming I am able to get through with this. I believe I will. Yeah, perfect. So I'm actually just gonna forfeit this game. Because there is no way of me winning that. That dude said what's up to me and I didn't mean to ignore it. I was in the zone. Auto zone. Oh, okay. My opponent doesn't have a Defogger, so I'm going to lead off with my Dragalge. I guess, doesn't Gliscor get Defog? I doubt it. That's so bad. I mean, it does get Defog, but that's so bad. So I'm going to lead off my Dragalge, and I believe I'm just going to drop a Draco on this guy as he leads off with Rotom. If he wants to burn me, he burns me. If he goes for Volt Switch, he goes for Volt Switch. But either way, Adaptability Draco Meteor will be able to knock him. I'm going to get another game after this, too, because that first game don't count, man. Everything went against me. By that, I mean the Fire Blast miss. But I had no way of winning that game, so there's no screens. Help. And I get a crit. The help. It came right away. That was really lucky and really unfortunate for my opponent. Are you passing? Alright, I'm going directly into my Weavile, and I am preventing this pass right now. No. He is substituting. No. What is this? What are you? What are these? What are these? So I'm going to go right for Ice Crash. Thankfully, it does connect. It's another crit, too, which doesn't matter, as he's able to go for Earthquake. And I want to get up T-Spikes, but I could go for Knockoff. Knockoff is my best play right here, so I'm just going to go for it, anticipating him to want to switch out into something that can resist the that move, of course, as he goes out into Metagross. I don't know if he has BP, so I'm going to switch out into my Charizard. His Charizard could take any hit that he wants to go for. as he does reveal the BP, and Fire Blast will easily knock him out. Easy peasy. If he wants to go out to Slowbro, that is fine. I didn't expect Chansey. Honestly, I didn't think Chansey was the better play, but each their own. Because he gets sub on his Gliscor, I do not think he actually has. I don't think he actually has. What's it called? Defog. So I'm gonna go out into my Dragalge. The reason being is I want to get up my T-Spike as quickly as possible. Wear down that Slowbro. Wear down the majority of his team, and I can get up 2 layers right here. So I'm just gonna go for that right now. As he T-rays me, the yellow color, the best strategy. Definitely the best strategy ever in Pokemon. I'm gonna get up the second layer because that Slowbro could be an issue. As he goes out to Gliscor, and I am able to get up that second layer, which is really nice. He's sub Gliscor though. I don't know what set he's running, but either way, my Excadrill is fine for me because I am on a balloon, so I can dodge. If he's sub toxic, I outstall him 100%. But he goes for sub, as I'm gonna be able to go for the rapid spin. I'm gonna go for rapid spin right here. As he goes, he's faster. Hello. Oh God. That doesn't matter though. I got rid of the thing that stops sub knockoff. It doesn't matter. The fact that he's faster is actually better for my Charizard too. I do have HBI, so I don't even have to risk hitting anything at all. As he goes for SD, sub SD, knockoff. Okay, Chimpact. Just gonna go right for the HBI, so he's gonna hit me with a knockoff. Does way too much. Calm down, bruh. Holy crap! Did I just lose to this thing? This Pokemon, I'm gonna go for the HPS again, so I can go right out into my Weavile, and I believe I have to go for knockoff. I'm in the back, so I have to make a play predicting his Metagross don't want to come out. So as Metagross does end up coming out, which is nice because knockoff will be able to knock him out even after getting rid of his item already. And again, that Slowbro is gonna come out. This is bad. This is bad. I'm gonna lose to that. Well, I'm gonna go right out into my T-Tar as I can get up my Stealth Rock. I'm tired of these free switches too. I had Ice Beam on this originally, but unfortunately that's not the case anymore as he burns me. I had Ice Beam, which would have been nice for his Gliscor because it prevents his sub, but he's able to burn me with that, though he is Mega Slowbro. I'm gonna get up my Stealth Rock because I don't want Channeler and Chansey coming out or around. This Gliscor is gonna come out, and again, as long as I keep hitting Fire Blast, I should be good to go. Gonna go for it as he goes for sub. Yep, I do thankfully connect with that as I can just go out to my Weavile after that and go for Icicle Crash. Obviously he's playing off the misses, which is his best play, I suppose. I get another crit. These crits don't matter though, the thing is, because it's a Gliscor, man. I just need to keep connecting, which is the issue. I wish he didn't burn me. I wish I had Crunch too. But thankfully this connects. It's crazy how I'm hitting all these Fire Blasts, but before I was missing everything versus his I missed versus Medicham. So he switches out into his Chansey. The Premier switching to this thing as I can switch directly into my Excadrill at this point and just go right for the Earthquake, Iron Head, or Rapid Spin, whatever, depending on what he wants to do. I want to prevent rocks, so I'm gonna go out to my Excadrill. I also save my my T-Tar for Sand, so I'm just gonna go right for Rapid Spin as he is gonna go out to Chandelure. Okay, I do not mind that because, like I said, I'll be able to get up the Sand, and Chansey's already in range of every single time. It's looking like my my Weavile's gonna win. It already was looking like that, but I'm gonna sack my T-Tar right here to whatever attack he wants to go for. As he goes for Overheat, knocks me out, but I can then go right out into my my Excadrill and just go right for Earthquake. I don't have to. Well, I guess Rock Slide is a play as well because it hits his Gliscor. Probably puts him in range of. It probably puts him in range of Iron Head, but I just don't want to miss, which is the issue. But I'm gonna go for it anyway. Thankfully, it does connect as I'm able to knock out his Chandelure. And again, it's looking like Weavile is gonna win this game. So what I'm gonna do is just go right for Rapid Spin, preventing getting rid of these rocks, as well as wasting a turn of Sand. And again, as long as I can Iron Head and break his sub, we good. So just gonna go for Iron Head right here as he goes for Earthquake and is able to knock me out. But because this is the last turn of Sand, or the turn that I bring in Weavile, I can just go right for Icicle Crash and proceed to win the game. Of course, if I miss, this could be bad. So I think my best play is actually going for Ice Shard. I'll knock him out. No way, I want to knock him out. So I'm just going to go for Ice Shard. Even if he goes Mega Slowbro, I don't mind. He actually ends up going Chansey, which is fine because that means that thing can no longer come in. It actually had no chance of coming in, bar Jagauji's Para, and trying to get up, what's it called? Some Stealth Rock, which would have hindered my Weavile, but I'm able to knock it out as Slowbro is more than likely going to come out. I do not mind that. I can just go directly into my Steve and just click Seed Bomb as many times as possible. Seed Bomb. As he is going to go for Psyshock, predicting that. Cool play on my opponent's part, but then again, his Slowbro is getting really, really weakened, and I'll be able to hit this thing with a Seed Bomb right now. Doing a bit of damage to him, putting him in range of knockoff, as he is going to go right for the Scald and finish me off. But now at this point, my Weavile just wins, as I can go for knockoff and then Ice Shard versus his Gliscor. So, not bad. He knows that. There was no chance of it missing anyway because Ice Shard's 100% accurate. We're going to look for another game because I don't count that first game since I got destroyed in like 6 turns. So it wasn't really a full game. But I'm going to pause until we find one. We'll be right back. Alright, so we found another game. Now my opponent seems to have Sand as well. Why does he just have like 6 threats? Honestly, everything is a threat. Good lord. Calm down, bro. It's not that serious. You don't need these threats. How do I win this game? I want to lead off a Weavile because if you lead off a... Ooh, I got mail. Because I'm trying to think of a lead that's actually good versus his entire team, and there's not one that I can really... I want to lead off a T-Tar and just get up my Stealth Rock. I can live anything bar Superpower from Landorus. I am physically defensive. I really, really, really wish I had Ice Beam because I can live this Earthquake. But depending on how much it is, or as he actually ends up going for Stealth Rock. So we're able to exchange rocks right here, and I'm just going to go right for Fire Blast, doing a bit of damage to him. No, that would be too much to ask for, huh? I'll go for Fire Blast again. He's more likely going to U-turn out. I don't care if he Earthquakes either. Because I can just go out to my Charizard from here and HP Ice. And Mega Evolve versus T-Tar and Solar Beam, etc, etc. Though Charizard is probably more useful than that. The Sun can actually wreck him. I wish I hit that because it would do a bit of damage to the point where I'm very comfortable going to Charizard and not Mega Evolving. Fortunately, I am not. And... well, either way, Weavile can come in after and just go right for a knockoff, most likely, checking whatever wants to come out. Weavile's only point in this game is actually getting rid of his Landorus, so I'm going to pause until he makes a move, bear back. So he ends up U-turning out into his Manaphy as I'm able to hit that thing with a Fire Blast. Like I said, I anticipate him to U-turn. He actually has no item, so maybe he's Lum. Could be, honestly could be anything, but I'm just going to go for Stone Edge right here. If he chooses to set up, then that would be better for me. What is my best play? Really want to go out to Jagauji, and he's definitely going Gross, but like, I'm gonna get up a T-Spike anyway. I could also go for Focus Blast. I think Focus Blast is fine right here. I don't anticipate him staying in unless he really, really wants to. Again, but I'm gonna go for Focus Blast just in case he decides Excadrill or T-Tar is the better play than Metagross, which will be fine. Being able to hit the T-Tar, if I do connect and he goes Tar and I knock him out, that means once I get up the Sun, it is there to stay, and my Venusaur plus Charizard can potentially wreck his entire team. Of course, that also means I'm a lot weaker to Metagross, so we might want to think twice about that play. Ooh. Let's go for T-Spike right here instead. Isn't dropping a Draco is the best play, whatever. Let's weaken his Metagross, put him in range of knockoff from a non-invested Weavile. He actually ends up, excuse me, and he freezes me. Sweet. So, that is so terrible. That sucks. I can't even do anything about that. I'm going to try and break through and go for Sludge Wave. Yeah, that freeze really sucks. I got a freeze the other day, didn't I? But he freezes me, and that's kind of bad, really bad for me. I don't know what to say about this. I'm going to pause until he makes a move, though. We'll be right back. So this dude tries to Tail Glow on me as I am able to break through, hit him with the Sludge Wave, barely misses out on the KO, but you know what? Who cares? Because I put him in enough, I basically did enough damage to him where I can just go right out into my Weavile. And I believe go for, I don't want to show Pursuit because then he knows I don't have, low kick. So let's just cuss that Manaphy. Don't be cuss that Manaphy, man. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense. It would have activated in the following turn. So Let's be able to go for knockoff right here and knock him out. I don't want to go for pursuit again because I don't want to show him that I don't have low kick. I want him to fear that I could have low kick. So that's why I'm going for that play. Then again, I don't know how competent my opponent is. That's nothing against him, but I just don't know. He's taking so long to pick his move. It's part of the reason why I'm like, hurry up. I don't even care that you're hacking me. Just move faster. Please. Please. Alright, we're going to pause it one more time. So he chooses to sack his Manaphy and then bring out Landers. I think he thinks I'm Choice Banded, which is cool because ISO Crash, even though if I don't have any investment, it should do a hell of a lot. Maybe even knock him out. As he actually doubles into his Clefable just to get off the Intimidate. I'm okay with that. I mean, either way, I still keep my Weavile. He does not have an... What are you? Clefable? Are you just going to go right for the Flamethrower? You know what? Go right into my Charizard right here. On this Moonblaster Flamethrower. As he goes for Calm Mind. Hello, help me. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and go for the... I'm going to go for Roost. There's no point in Mega Evolving. Because if he goes Charizard and it's not Choice Scarf, I can Mega Evolve after, get the Solar Beam, and hopefully wreck him. Now, he does see Venusaur, so he knows I'm Zard Y. He should know. What item are you running, bro? On this Clefable? Are you Life Orb? Are you Berry? If you guys didn't notice, I was actually taking a little bit... Well, you guys obviously would have noticed, but that does nothing. Alright, let's drop this dude with a Fire Blast. It's going to easily to a KO. Assuming I do hit, Charizard Y has 458 special attack as he goes out to T-Tar. That does not even matter because my son is going to come now. And I'm going to be able to hit them with this Fire Blast doing... Oh my god, that's way too much. Ooh, and I burnt him. Nice. What is my best play? What is my best play? I'm going to go directly into my Venusaur right now because I do not want him to... I don't want him to Stone Edge me, even if he's burnt. Obviously, he'll knock me out. I'm assuming he's Choice Scarf. So, he doubles into his Tad Hacks. Indeed. He doubles into his Clefable. I do not know what... I mean, if he wants to Fire Blast me, fine. But, or Flamethrower me, but it won't knock me out. As I can actually predict him to want to switch out to T-Tar. Even if you're sacking it, it does not matter. I'm anticipating him to want to switch out. As he stays in, so he was going to allow me to hit his Clefable. He actually goes for the Calm Mind, though, so I am completely fine with that. Going to hit you with a +2 Seed Bomb. Shouldn't be able to knock him out, but it should do a hell of a lot. As, I think my Charizard can win this game, folks. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong, but I'm going to go right out into my Landers right here and just go right... I mean, my Landers, yeah, okay. Going to go right out into my Excadrill and just go right for the Iron Head, as I can knock him out. If he wants to go out to Landers, then he goes Landorish. Weavile can potentially... If I had low kick on this Weavile, it'd be a lot nicer, but I'm going to go right for the Iron Head, knocking out the Clefable. I don't know what item this Clefable is running, nor do I know why he Calm Minded up. I think sacking T-Tar would have been the better play. Obviously, he lived, so it didn't matter. I like that Venusaur, though. It does outspeed max speed Heat Ray. Not something that's very common, but it was common in DPP and even sometimes in Black and White. But decides to go out to Landorus, allowing me to hit it with this this Iron Head. Is actually Rocky Helmet, okay, but I'm gonna go right for Rapid Spin right here as he goes back on to Clefable, which is cool because I am able to knock that thing out with the next Iron Head. Even if he goes back on the Landorus, all he's doing is letting Landorus take enough damage where I can sweep him once he gets up the sand for me. So I'm okay with that as Clefable is gonna go down. Landorus is coming in pretty weak, and Stealth Rock are gone. I hope you got to T-Tar thinking your Choice Scarf and can Revenge Kill me. I definitely got lucky with that Fire Blast burn. He obviously got that freeze, which I guess it didn't matter because well, it mattered that one turn because I would have went for Draco and knocked him out. So I'm not gonna say it didn't matter, but I don't know why he went to Landers and then switched straight out as he basically just let it take damage. So gonna go out into my Charizard right here because even if he goes for the I'm not anticipating him to go for Stone Edge. I'm anticipating U-turn as he actually ends up going for the knockoff. So I'm gonna go for Roost right here, anticipating him to want to go back out into his T-Tar, which I'll be okay with because if he does, then this can actually win the entire game for me. So what I'm gonna do is go right for Roost, and I'm gonna save my my Charizard. Go out into my Weavile as he pursues me. He will go down though to this. He will go down to the burn, and assuming he's Balloon on his Excadrill, I will be able to knock it out and then knock him out from there. as Excadrill is going to come out. Yeah, Zard just wins. Zard easily just wins, so I'm just going to go for Ice Shard, get up some damage. Actually, let me go for knockoff just in case he's a substitute variant, as he's able to knock me out with that. And like I said, at this point, Zard just wins. I just got to hit 2 Fire Blasts, literally 2. Again, I guess he could be Jolly Drill, but that's not something that's that common. I'm just going to go for Fire Blast. Maybe I shouldn't have risked him being Jolly Drill, but I think it would come down to me outspeeding him anyway, or hoping to outspeed him. So I just got to hit that 1 Fire Blast, and I can HP Ice his Landorus, and I can go right for the, well, he was Adamant. I can HP Ice his Landorus or Solar Beam, it didn't make a difference, but I got to Fire Blast his Metagross. It has to connect, and then we can win this game, folks. 45 minutes, good lord. It has been a while. And I still have 2 games to get down with the other team. Oh well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying these sub-hubs. Hopefully this one is not laggy. I tried to fix my computer. I'm hoping that everything will be okay. He's definitely a defensive Landorus, so I don't even have to risk anything versus him. I'm just going to go right for the HP Ice and knock him out, as that is 100% accurate. And I guess Solar Beam would have been fine too, but what if he randomly lived that? But I just gotta hope that I do connect with this Fire Blast. Then it could depend on... Thankfully I do connect, I'm able to knock him out. I guess it could have depended on if he had a Hammer Armor Earthquake, then he could have missed one or had to go for the flinch. But the game, dude, we're gonna go over the final team, which is the Therian Family Reunion. So we got Pawsey, who submitted this Choice Scarf Thunderous T. Burn Please submitted a Choice Specs Keldeo. Geronado submitted this Life Orb Psycho Cut, which is pretty cool because my team, as you can see, has 1 Water Resist, which is Keldeo. But it does about 80% to Keldeo upon switching, and I can knock it out with Sucker Punch from there. JKE submitted this Assault Vest Tornadus T, though I would usually go max speed on it. I think you always should go max speed. Sean Cinco submitted this Life Orb Low Kick Weavile. Really nice because I'm pretty weak to Bisharp, assuming this thing gets weakened. And Jamvad's Cat, this defensive Landorus. So let's look for a game, and hopefully the Therian family can do some work. So I'm gonna pause it, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, so we have found a game. Now my opponent, how do I win? Okay, let's see. Let us see. Is that Mega Alakazam or Mega Scizor? I'm pretty sure it's Mega. Or Mega Venusaur, what? So what is this? This could be Life Orb, this could be Banded, this is definitely Mega. This is definitely Mega. I didn't even notice this monster. I believe I'm just going to lead off with my Thunderous because I can HP Ice his lead Garchomp if he wants to lead off with that. He ends up leading off with Rotom though. I am just going to go for the Thunderbolt right here, do as much damage as possible. Rotom is a threat. It gets in the way of my Bisharp sweep, which can win this game. So I definitely just want to hit him with this Thunderbolt. The best thing you can do is burn me or go for the Hydro Pump. And Thunderbolt will do about, what, 45? Maybe more? This thing is pretty strong. 389 special attack. Not even bad. Pawsey, bro, go through. Come through! Also weakening him for Weavile, which can put in some work. I don't have Pursuit on it. That does 41%, so he's running some Spadef on that thing as he goes for the Hydro Pump. I think his best play is going out into Garchomp, but I'm going to go for Thunderbolt anyway because I want to weaken this thing. I don't necessarily need a Choice Scarf Thunderous on this team. I saw one with HP Flying, which might have been a bit better, but he goes for Hydro Pump as he's able to knock me out. And what I can do is just go right out into my Weavile and go for Knockoff. Knocking him out, getting a kill. It would do a lot to anything because I'm assuming that is not Mega Scizor, that's Mega Venusaur. And I'm going to be able to knock him out this. I could also go for Ice Crash, but Ice Crash can miss. I don't even think it will knock out a Rotom from 27%. If I am being honest, I guess a play he could make would be going out to Garchomp, but getting rid of Garchomp's, I'll be fine with getting rid of Garchomp's helmet because that means that I can freely do some work with my Bisharp. Unfortunately, I'm not SD Psycho Cut, but he ends up going out to Scizor, as I am going to do a hell of a lot to that thing with this knockoff. Now, I'm anticipating him to go back out to Rotom, but I can't really capitalize on that anyhow, so I'm actually going to go out to my Jambat's Cat. Hopefully he doesn't have Life Orb U-Turn, as he is Roost, and I think I want to go for U-Turn right here, just in case he wants to go out to Rotom. I do not want that thing coming in for free. Definitely that Rotom is an issue. I don't want to go for Stealth Rock and then U-Turn on, and he could Pain Split up versus something. So I think U-Turn is definitely my better play. Even if he stays in, I don't care. If he stays in, he'll SD up, and I can go out to Keldeo, knock him out with Specs Hydro Pump. So, doesn't even matter. He definitely has some HP investment, even if he was Life Orb, because that knockoff did nothing. 59% to a Scizor. No, it should have done 64%. I don't care. So, and if he wants to go out to Garchomp, again, Keldeo is fine, as he chooses to go out to Garchomp right there. I'm going to be taking the Rocky Helmet. Actually, yeah, that's not Rocky Helmet. That did nothing. Not enough anyway. As I can go right out into my Specs Keldeo, and because even though he does have Venusaur and Latios, I do have Tornadus T in the back, I don't mind that too much, so I'm just going to fire off a Specs Hydro Pump. It will knock out the Garchomp at 79%. It also smacks everything on his team for a hell of a lot of damage. As if he goes Lati, I'm really like tempted to stay in. I really am, but I don't know. This could be Scarf Garchomp, I guess. It definitely wasn't defensive. I didn't take any Rocky Helmet, and that U-turn did 21%. That's way too much to a defensive Garchomp, so I'm going to pause it, or not, as he tries to go for a Stealth Rock right there. I'm able to knock out the Garchomp, connecting. Specs Hydro Pump also knocks out Rotom at the range of HP it's at. It will knock out Scizor, as Venusaur is going to come out. That is completely fine. I guess he could double into Rotom if he wants to. So is Weavile the better play? You know what? If he doubles into Rotom, he doubles into Rotom. Forget it. I don't care. I don't care. I can go out into my Tornadus right here and just go right for the knockoff, as he is going to go right for the Sludge Bomb, predicting my Tornadus. Good play on my opponent's part. I'm just going to be able to go for knockoff right here. I do have Heat Wave, so I can indeed hit his Scizor if that chooses to come out. And knockoff also means that I can knock out the Rotom with the second knockoff, or the U-turn after that. So brings out his Latios, as he allows me to hit that thing with a knockoff, doing a nice amount of damage. Definitely, he was Life Orb. I believe I can just go for U-turn right here. U-turn will be able to pick him off at 43%. Definitely, no bad for me. But I'm gonna go out to my Bisharp, as he drops a Draco. Does not do as much as I am thankful. What am I saying? Hello, help. I'm gonna go for knockoff right here, as he goes for Earthquake. I do not mind that, because I can go right out into my why am I slower than Alakazam? Oh my god, that's gonna be annoying. I can go right out into my Tornadus, and I gotta go Keldeo right here. Definitely have to go Keldeo. Because Keldeo forces out Rotom, it forces out Scizor, which are the main things I don't want him setting up. If he wants to go Alakazam, he goes Alakazam, so be it. It's definitely not Megazam, because he Mega Evolved with his Venusaur, and once I get in my Weavile from there, I can Pursuit Trap him, so it's all about how I want to play around his Zam. I guess he can go out to Zam and double into Rotom. I think that's a higher level play. I'm not sure. I really thought that U-turn would knock him out, man. If he was at level 50, it would have knocked him out, but he goes out to Rotom. Interesting. I am just going to go right for the Spec Secret Sword, knock out the Rotom. So that was one thing I was scared about. What you should have done was gone to Alakazam and then double into Rotom if you wanted to make a high tier play, or a high level type of play. But when I go out to Tornadus, I'll be able to see what type of Alakazam he is, meaning if he's Life Orb or Focus Sash, just based on the damage he does. And the fact that I'm slower is nice, because I'll be able to get off a slow U-turn, go right out to Keldeo, and smack my opponent. So sends out the Alakazam. Best switch is 100% my Tornadus, and then I can just go for U-turn from there, as he's going to Psyshock. That looks to be Life Orb Zam. So what I'm actually going to do is go out into my Jamvads right here, as he goes on to Scizor, and what I can then do is just U-turn out into my Keldeo. That was definitely Life Orb Zam. That did 66%. That should be Life Orb. That looks like way too much. I'm max HP too, so be able to go for the U-turn right here. That's going to go directly into my Keldeo. I'm assuming he's going to SD up or something like that. Yep, he does. And I'll just fire off a Scald right here. I don't anticipate him to stay in. I expect him to go into Venusaur. And if I get a burn with Scald, that definitely gets rid of some of the pressure that my Tornadus has from this Venusaur. So I'm going to my Landorus, because I don't want to get poisoned with my Tornadus, and I anticipate him to go for Sludge Bomb right there. As what I can now do is U-turn out into my Tornadus right now, and I'm expecting to be on a Giga Drain or even a Synthesis, which I do not mind too much. As yep, he tries and Giga Drains up, and what I can do is Try and go for Hurricane as I do connect, thankfully. And now, if he wants to go out to Scizor, I can Heat Wave that thing. If he goes out to Alakazam, I can sack my my Landorus on the Psyshock. So, and I can just go for Pursuit with my Weavile. I'm not Pursuit. I'm Low Kick, aren't I? But he goes out to Scizor. I'm definitely gonna Heat Wave this thing. It is my best play, and I don't want to risk switching out. Also, if he does happen to be Focus Sash, and I'm actually underestimating or overestimating Tornadus' bulk, that's just better for me in general. So I will be able to go out into my my Keldeo, sack that thing. Because he has Psyshock, I don't know if he has HP Ice, but Psyshock, I gotta sack my Keldeo anyway, as I can go out to my Landorus. That doesn't matter, Weavile's a better play regardless. What am I thinking? Because I can always go out to Tornadus from there and then double into my Landorus. So I'm going to go right for knockoff. If I knock him out, then obviously he was Life Orb. I'm thinking he's Life Orb. Yep, he was. And Sean Cinco is able to win the game. So good game, dude. And we're looking for one more and hopefully end it off with a good game. So I'm going to pause it, guys, till we find the last one. We'll be right back. Alright, so we found a game. Now my opponent has Fabio. Not even bad. I love that he does not have any ground type, so I can just spam Volt Switch with my Thunderous, which is why I'm going to lead off with it, as he ends up leading off with, the threat. So I'm going to U-turn, I'm going to Volt Switch right out into my Landorus, even if he wants to go for Dragon Pulse predicting that, or even Volt Switch maybe predicting me to stay in, because Mold Breaker obviously breaks Volt Absorb. I'd be fine, but I'm going to go right out to my Landorus, and I want to get up my Stealth Rock as quickly as possible. He also doesn't have a Dark Resist on his team that can also take Ice, which there are very few Pokemon that can actually do that, so I'm gonna get up my, ooh, this is hard. Get up my Stealth Rock. Fabio does not care, huh? Oh, man. My boy, Fabio. I just want to go into my Bisharp just to get off enough damage on him where I can knock him out with the Ice Crash from my Weavile. I'm really doubting I can, so, Sucker Punch is fine right here. It does more than knockoff, as he is able to Volt Switch on out of there, barely missing out on the KO, but I got off the damage on Fabio that I needed. That thing is a threat and a half, and though I am kind of scared of Malamar, I think my Thunderous plus my Tornadus can deal with it. Unfortunately, my cat went down, but what can you do, right? So, if he decides to go out into Breloom, I can hit that thing with Psycho Cut, sorry, it's not Psycho Shift. I probably won't be able to outspeed him unless he's not running any speed at all, which wouldn't really make sense, but yes. But what I should be able to do is just go for knockoff right here. He's going to defog. Don't defog the Bisharp, bruh. So he sacks his Latios. I am fine with that, as I'm able to knock him out with the knockoff. I figured he would defog. Why else would you go out to that? He probably has Focus Sash Breloom. I am anticipating him to be Focus Sash. So I'm actually going to go out to my Tornadus, anticipating him to go for the Mach Punch right here. And then what I can do is just go right for the U-turn, breaking his Sash, and then sacking my Bisharp in the process. So also, if he wants to switch out, that is completely fine as well. I don't know if he's actually Scarf Jirachi. It's kind of looking like he is. That Malamar is looking like a threat though. But as long as I have some hard hitters like Keldeo and this thing's 4 times effective U-turn, I should be good. So I will be able to go right for U-turn right here. Is he actually going to switch out into his Fabio? Definitely his best play, or one of his better plays, I suppose. As I can go right out into my Keldeo and just click Spec Secret Sword. This is going to hit everything on his team. It will be able to knock out Fabio. Don't worry, guys. Fabio's bulky, but this is a Spec Secret Sword, and he's only at 29%. If he wasn't at 29%, this would definitely do a lot less. But able to knock out Fabio, as I believe Breloom can just come out, and Breloom is scary. I have to decide what I want to put to sleep. Malamar ends up coming out, huh? I'm going to hit that thing with a Spec Secret Sword. Malamar doesn't have good physical defense, so yeah, I'm okay. Tossed on your neck, yeah, you got tossed on your neck right there. That does a hell of a lot, as he is Life Orb and he is able to crit me. That crit definitely mattered, but no worries. I'm gonna go right out into my Tornadus right now. I'm just gonna click knockoff. I can knock something out, and I can then U-turn out versus the Breloom if I want to, and sack my Bisharp once again. Looking like I will be able to sweep this game. Assuming I get off enough damage on Breloom, I can sweep him with either my Weavile or with my my Scarf Thunderous clicking Thunderbolt. So I'm anticipating Breloom to want to come out. I guess Hoopa could come out if he thinks, if he's a man. But Jirachi ends up coming out, so I'm just going to go right for the knockoff right here. If he does paralyze me, or he's actually a flinch, ooh, that's scary. Thankfully, my knockoff comes through. My Tornadoes don't care, bruh. I don't care, as I'm just going to hit him with the Heat Wave right now, doing a nice amount of damage, about the same as he's able to go for the Iron Head one more time. And what I can do is just go right for the knockoff once more. Yeah, we'll be able to knock him out. It also gets rid of whatever's item if they want to come out. Unfortunately, I'm in range of the the Mach Punch. So I'm actually gonna switch out into my. Is that a choke if that doesn't work out? No, it's not a choke if it doesn't work out. Because like, assuming it does work out, I'm hoping it works out. I'll be able to Volt Switch on out of there, sack my Breloom, breaking his Focus Sash. Sack my Bisharp, sorry, breaking his Focus Sash. He does go for Rock Tomb. Is that Choice Bandit or Life Orb? That did way too much. Hello? That has to be CB. No way you knock me out if you're not CB. No way. Yeah, this thing doesn't have bad defenses. 175. We're calcing. I haven't calced at all this entire episode, and we're calcing right now. There's no way you knock me out if you're not CB. Breloom. OU offensive. Thunderous. Unless he had a high roll. No! So, same thing as before. I'm just going to U-turn on out of there and go out into my my Bisharp as fodder, and then I can knock him out with the Ice Shard from there, I believe. I do break his Sash, or potential Sash, as he is going to go either for Spore or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. Goes for Rock Tomb. Able to knock me out. Does Heat Wave knock out this thing? I definitely don't have any special attack investment. Guys, don't run that spread, the 160. Why didn't you knock out Keldeo? You miss out on so much bulk. No. Heat Wave definitely knocks him out at that range of HP. I think Ice Shard picks him off too, even if he decides to go out into his Hoopa. So I hit that thing with a. We're trying to win this last game. I'm gonna hit this thing with a Heat Wave. If I miss, that could be bad, but I thankfully do connect, as that should be a good game. He says a good game, so I'm assuming it is a good game, but I'm going to go for knockoff right here. If he has Choice Scarf, that shouldn't matter. I am able to knock off his Life Orb, as he's able to hit me with the Hyperspace Fury, and he stole my Assault Vest. Ooh, baby. I've never seen that happen. That's simply unlucky, but I'll be able to go for U-turn and pick him off after those fence drops, and that's going to be a good game. So yeah, good game, dude. And guys, I hope you all enjoyed Sub-Hub Episode 4. We had some ups and downs in this. I don't want to talk about them. But hope you guys all enjoy. Feel free to subscribe if you want. The next episode will be NU. You can submit your sets on the Sub-Hub website down below or in the description. It's a lot easier for me if you actually submit them on the site. It's a lot easier for me to search, a lot easier for me to import them. But once again, thank you everybody for watching. I hope this is not lag at all. And yeah, until next time, guys, later.